now we've done like a bunch of these, Tony. I always
I
say
tell you,
we're cousins. We're like second cousins at this point.
I
Okay,
believe,
it's a friend
yeah,
of the family. It's a family reunion then. Nice.
Yeah.
and I've talked to you about cooking, and
Yeah.
so
That conversation didn't go far, Tony. I know it didn't.
I know Justina can cook because it's in her blood. She's Italian.
It is in my blood, Tony, and sadly to say, I should be able to cook better than I can. And it's funny, when I was telling Conceited, it's a couple things I know how to cook, right? Of course, I know how to cook a cutlet. I made cutlets, the other night at the Progresso breadcrumbs.
Mhm.
I can make pasta, of course, but I am not prolific in the kitchen, sadly to
By
say.
any means.
I'm really not. And if I'm not prolific, Tony, you don't want to know what Conceited is because his culinary skill is non-existent. He can't boil water. So,
Is that
I
true?
can't.
Is that true?
It is very true. It's very true. But Tony, there is nobody that can make a bowl of cereal better than I can. I am telling you. All right.
It's
The
Italian.
proportion of the cereal and the milk is just perfect.
It's a
You
gift.
can't get that everywhere, Tony.
It's a
and
gift.
so his favorite cereal is Lucky Charms because
Wow.
he has the name Khan because he's a leprechaun. So,
Ah, well, clever.
Was your mom a good cook?
My mom?
Yeah.
Great. Great, great, great.
And you never sat by her and watched her cook and pick? No.
Not even what my sister did. She did. I mean, yeah, I mean,
Tony,
she got that trait. Me, no, I just ate the food. When is it gonna be done so I can eat? That's it.
Tony, Conceited is the most talented yet laziest person I have ever met. Like I always tell him he should be very grateful that he's so talented because he's like 99% talent and 1% work.
But he can afford to cook now, so it's.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's the
Yeah,
that's
he
the that's the
definitely
good thing. That is a good thing.
But don't you believe, Justina, that any man that cooks is got to be sexy?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like it's very sexy when a man cooks because it's like one of those things traditionally you think the woman has to cook, but when a man knows how to throw down, he's got a little something extra that night.
All right.
You
I have an
know?
apron. I can learn. I can start cooking. I mean, if that's the case, I mean, we can do that.
And it's what you cook too. I mean, it doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to.
Damn it, Tony! I mean, you give me all these.
Yeah.
I'm just learning. Okay, Tony, can you tell me what would be the thing that I would cook that would probably get this redhead to be smitten over me?
Well, I would think that Justina Valentine would love a seared ahi tuna with mushrooms and a very light plum sauce.
Okay, let
I
me. Oh,
actually
damn, Tony.
love mushrooms and I love ahi tuna because it's very healthy. And I'm trying to keep my weight cute before the holidays. So, Tony, that was a very good guess. And I want to ask you because listen, Tony Toscano, I know you know how to cook. So, what's your favorite dish to prepare?
Well, I'm a meat and potatoes guy, so I enjoy a grilled steak, um, medium rare, and on the side I would do broiled Brussels sprouts in balsamic vinegar and just a nice salad.
That sounds like
So wait, Tony, do you really know how to cook that, or that's
My
something that
uncles, my aunts, my mother, everybody in my family is a cook. We have,
right.
except for? And what about you, Tony?
oh, you can't get me out of the kitchen.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
nice, nice, nice.
In
I
Yeah,
have
fact, I was going to suggest that you two come up with a beginner's cookbook.
Oh, I mean,
okay, Tony.
I got the first page cereal. I
Have
got
all your recipes need to be in rap in rhythm.
Oh,
there we
100%.
go.
Now, Tony,
Definitely.
I don't know if you had a chance to like see the teaser, but if you haven't, you're a genius because what we literally do on the show is we wrap the ingredients
Oh
for the
wow!
people at home.
Mhm.
So I love the idea. Even
Yes.
season one, we could get the book going real quick and just,
Now we got it, and now we got to
double.
pay. Now we got to pay Tony royalties.
All
Oh,
you
Right.
got all you
no.
got to do is invite me on the show. That's all.
Oh,
That's it.
Tony, we need you on the
Oh,
show. That's a
most
fact.
definitely.
just feed me. I'm Italian. I work for food.
I
But what,
love that.
Tony? You're the cook here.
Well,
You have to come to the show and cook.
Tony, when you come, we're putting you to work.
Yeah, I mean,
well, thank
we
you.
will have a waiver for you to sign if you eat. I mean,
Uh,
because our food may, it may send you somewhere else. All right.
Right.
Conceited, what do you think audiences are going to take away from watching this very funny and wonderfully informative show?
The first thing they're gonna be like, okay, damn, they can rap about anything.
Mm.
2, their chemistry is amazing. And 3, they don't know how to cook anything at all. And I think it's gonna cause people to challenge us. I really think it's gonna cause people to challenge us. Like, yo, you know what? I want to come on the show. Yo, I want to see if you can make this and that. And we're up for the challenge.
For sure.
I mean, we can read the recipes and try it, which is what we did on the show. And ours maybe did not come out as good as the guesses.
Well,
But
we do cook one thing.
Yeah.
Each
What?
other, because all we do is
True.
roast each other the
That's a
entire
fact.
show, Tony. So
Mhm.
something does get cooked. It's usually Con. Every now and then I get weird, but he
Justina,
gets deep fried.
Justina, but there's music in cooking. There's rhythm into once you get into it.
I'm gonna put on a little Frankie,
Good.
all right, and I'm gonna hope someone flies me to the moon so that I can make something that's out of this world. That's what I'm really hoping. And in season 2, Tony, I know Con thinks I really can't cook. I might show him that I do have a little prowess in the kitchen. My mom's meatballs
Oh wow.
are amazing. So what I might do is have my mom make me a little batch of meatballs, sneak it in through the back, just make it look like the pot's all saucy, have things all over, and tell Con I cooked them. And he is a bad
Well,
man.
I mean, you can't tell me that now. It's not like I can't hear you.
You're like
The whole
you're like a goldfish. By the end of this interview, you're gonna forget that, and you'll think that I actually made my mom's meatballs.
Not if it tastes good. If it tastes good, I know you to make it.
That's
You would
true.
be great. What would be great, Justina, is bring your mom on
To make the meatballs.
and make the meatballs.
Mhm.
That might be nice.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
That'd
Con,
be good.
and then we'll have to learn how to make the meatballs.
Yeah.
Meatballs sound like it's pretty easy to make. I would assume.
We made them we did actually make meatballs this season, Tony, with Renee Graziano from
Oh
Mob
God, yeah.
and which was right in her wheelhouse. But Con, you and me got a little childish. Remember, we started making each other's body
Me?
part with the meatballs. Yes. So we weren't paying as good attention as we should. But Tony, the good news is once you see season 1's cooking, it's only up from here.
I
Yeah.
volunteer to come out and make cannoli.
Ooh.
Please.
I'll do cannoli.
Okay.
Tony, I know you make a good cannoli. You have to come through.
That'd be great.
We'll figure it out. You're in what, New York?
No, I'm in Salt Lake City, of all places.
In
Okay.
Utah?
Yeah, I witnessed relocation. It's terrible.
Wow.
Hilarious. Well, you're still just a little hop, skip, and jumping away. We'll figure it out.
You fly out here. We'll do it in my
that's
kitchen.
not a bad idea. We might do.
Yeah, the crazy part is I've never been to Utah. I've always wanted to. Never been. I've been everywhere in the United States except for Utah and North Dakota. But
You've never been. I've actually been to North Dakota. You've never been to Alaska.
No.
I've been interrupting the beautiful Justina. You should do a show here, and then I'll cook after the show.
I love that. A live performance and then a home cooked meal.
You
I
bet.
need that.
Yeah.
That's good. And maybe I'll let Con come.
Yeah, I mean,
Justina, I have to
and the
say
thing is, Tony, I know, Tony, you said you're a meat and potatoes guy.
Yeah.
And Justina is just a meat person. So I mean, that's gonna be great. She loves just meat. I mean, it's great.
We'll do tomahawk steaks.
Yeah, all right.
Ooh, a tomahawk steak? That sounds good.
As big as you are, Justina.
That's what she's looking for.
Yeah.
That's what she's looking for.
I don't want to leave this fun interview without saying that Forget About Christmas is one of my favorite movies for the holidays. So,
Tony, I love you. And you know what? I'm so glad you mentioned that because holiday time is upon us. So for everyone out there, you know how us Italians say, forget about it. It's
forget about it.
About Christmas. And, I did get my Eddie Murphy on, my Tyler Perry. I played about 6 characters, myself, Nono, Nona, the crazy cousin, the network exec, and Elf. And my co-star and the male lead was no one other than Conceited. So make
the
sure
real Elf.
Out.
All right. Art imitates life.
Yes, it does.
I was able to be myself. An elf. Hey, easy.
There it is.
Well, Conceited, this first time I met you, and my God, you're my best friend now. And Justina,
Likewise, man.
I've been in love with
Likewise.
Justina since the first interview we ever did.
I love you, Tony. I was so happy to see you because I didn't even know I was interviewing with you today, but I feel like it's great. We always get to talk like once or twice a year. So I love it every time. You're the best. Thank you for all your support. We really love you. And I'm going to hit you up about those cannolis because I'm serious.
And yeah, and so when we actually show up to Utah, don't be like, that was Hollywood talk, guys. I didn't really mean it.
And I can't wait to just chat with you, on social media and all of that. I adore you. And you both are so talented and wonderful.
Appreciate
and
it,
I love your chemistry together. It's just wild. It's fun.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much,
it,
Tony.
man.
It's just a lot of like him just coming on to me and me rejecting him. But it works, it really works. People love
Yeah,
it.
I get a little jealous.
I
It's all
love
right,
you.
Tony. Let me tell you, it's not all that, Tony. Don't worry.
Oh,
I knew you were going to say that.
There's nothing to write home about.
Tony,
Nothing to write
don't
home
make me pull up his text messages, even from as recent as last night. So I won't do that to him, right?
Nothing to write home about.
I love you both, and have a great
Tony.
Thanksgiving. And like I said, I just love being part of your group of friends, Justina.
You are, and you're part of my journey, Tony. I talk to you on every big milestone I have in my career. I love you. I appreciate you, and definitely hit me on Instagram. Let's, keep in touch outside of this.
We're family now, Tony. That's it.
That's it.
And my daughter's getting married on Saturday, so I can't refuse any requests on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Congrats. That's amazing. What are you guys dancing to for the first dance?
Oh, my father-daughter dance is Sinatra. It's
The Way You Look Tonight?
Yeah, The Way You Look Tonight.
Oh, blue
You can't go wrong with Frankie, The Way You Look Tonight. And if you would have told me to guess, that would have been my guess. Listen, you have immaculate taste, as does your daughter. God bless. I hope the wedding's great. And with the, father-daughter dance to The Way You Look Tonight, Frank Sinatra is going to be a great wedding.
Why don't you guys fly out and sing it?
You know what? One thing you don't want is conceited to sing. Now,
that's one thing I do worse than cooking, and that's singing.
And that's
That's singing.
By the end of this, you're going to be a great chef. And
I hope so. Oh my goodness. Then I can, start cooking, and maybe Justina will adore me now.
I got to go.
That's a fact.
Fly out and see us. We'll do something. And Justina, thank you so much for your time
Love
today.
you, Tony. Always good to see you, my cousine.
Peace.
I'll see you soon. Have fun at the wedding.
I adore you. Mi amore.
Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.